What to do when you lose motivation. Here are my 3 easy steps to get past motivation and continue with momentum. Hey everybody, I'm Ashlyn, and if you're just joining me or just catching in, I'm doing a metabolic reset. This is my year of reset throughout my whole life. Family, faith, finances, business, and I'm starting with metabolism. And how I'm measuring metabolism is through my weight, through the scale, as well as my energy levels, how I feel, and where I'm at. So let's do a quick check-in, and I'm going to get to the 3 steps after that. So here's my check-in. Today is day 23. I've been doing these videos along. So if you're listening or if you're watching, thanks for joining me on today's journey. I'm doing this for a few reasons. 1 is to hold myself accountable. 2, kind of create a little bit of diary and be able to look back and go, oh, okay, this is where I was. And 3, if there's anybody that wants to join me in a journey or later on they want to follow along, they're on their own journey and I might have a little bit of a head start, or let's say I know what's around the corner, that you might be able to go to and get some advice. So here it is. I'm doing a metabolic reset. I'm going to spend the next 60 days. I have a coach, actually a team of coaches that have a very successful plan. They've worked very hard. I've seen it work over and over again. I finally said, okay, I have to do this. So I have my base plan. And then throughout this time, we tweak and modify things as things change and as my body shifts. So energy levels are great. Things are doing wonderful. And right now I'm at 17 3/4 pounds down. So I have, that's pretty good. I'm looking at, boy, in 30 days in, I should be around my 20 pounds, over 20 pound mark in 1 month. That's pretty outstanding. I'm doing it without starving myself. I'm actually satiated. I'm full. I'm eating plenty of food. No crazy intense exercises, no shots, no drugs, anything like that. It's just all whole foods. I got a little bit of supplementation as well. I'll probably talk about that in one of these videos. But most importantly right now is kind of the last few videos have kind of been where I'm at. I'm so used to losing weight. And when you start something, that's like the best part, right? You get everything set up. You get, here's my plan. I'm taking action. I'm doing steps. I'm really feeling good about myself. And then eventually what happens is that inspiration, that motivation fades. So what do? Well, there's motivation, right? And there's momentum. And this will fade. And this is something to kind of create a habit and get moving with that. So we want to keep the momentum going, even if my motivation goes up and down. So the 3 things that I've found to help myself and hopefully help you get past that when the motivation dies down and you still need you still have momentum, you still have goals to reach. I'm not done. I know where I'm going. So step 1, keep it stupid simple, right? You just got to win this the moment. So let's just have something really easy, really simple that keeps momentum going. So for me, part of my metabolic reset is hydration. I've been so poor with it. Even through this journey, I've struggled at times keeping my momentum with water. So how do I do that? Well, easy. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna start today. So here's how today went. Got on a scale and I was excited. I feel really good. Like one thing I'm regretting is I didn't take measurements of my body. I should have. I'm kind of using my clothes. I have some shirts that I try on every so often. I'm like, oh, the buttons aren't going. Yeah, I'm popping off. So I got up. I was like, man, I'm kind of feeling good. I got on a scale and I'm like, 2 days ago I was 17. Yesterday I was 17 and a half. And today I'm like 17 3/4 down. And I don't want to say it's deflating, but it's kind of deflating. It's like, how do I get motivated with just 1/4 pound? That 1/4 pound means so much. But I'm like, okay, I need some small, stupid wins. Water. I know water is part of my plan. I struggle with it. I'm going to get water. So I've got, I was going to grab it. It's not in arm's reach, but I have my jug of water. And I'm like, cool. I know that throughout the day, if I get 4, I'm like, 5's pretty good. 6 is like extra credit. So I'm going to go for 6. So first thing in the morning, cool. I'm going to take one of those down. So now I'm already 1 closer to my goal and I haven't done anything for the day yet. All I did was got on a scale. Cool. So keep the wins super small. Maybe it's eating a healthy meal. Maybe it's Hey, you went out and you did a load of laundry. Whatever the case may be, you want to keep it really small. Okay, number 2. And so along with that, I'm so sorry, I wrote a note. I got to look at it. Oh, remove friction. Okay, what do I mean by remove friction? So this is a really good one, and you've probably heard this before, is when you get ready or you're starting a new habit, you want to just make sure it's easy as possible. So what you would do is if like, hey, I'm going to go start working out. Every morning I'm going to get up and I'm going to go for a long walk or jog. Cool. What's the first step? Well, when you get up in the morning, you have to put your shoes on, running clothes, and all those things. Well, when you get up in the morning, and if you have to dig through the laundry or dig through your drawers and find the shirt, find the shorts, find the shoes, get that all set up, that's friction. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, it took me 10 minutes to get ready. I'm like, now it's going to eat into my time. Like, I can't get my full 20 in now. I'll do it later. Who's played that game? I've played that game before. Right? So how do we remove friction? Well, easy. In this case, in this scenario, you're going to lay out what you're going to work in. Right? So look at the weather tomorrow. Hey, it's supposed to be a little chilly. No problem. Here's my shorts. Here's my shirt. Going to throw a little sweatshirt, something lightweight that I can kind of put on, also take off and tie on if I need to, if it gets too warm, and put my shoes right by the door, socks all ready to go. Boom. Maybe you're a coffee drinker. Cool. That night, if you have a Keurig or if you have a coffee pot or if you have your ground, you have a press, get it all ready and all set up. It takes 5 minutes and you're going to thank yourself in the morning because like, get up out of bed. Oh, my clothes are staring at me. They're right there. Okay, I'm going to put them on. Head upstairs. My shoes are right there by the door. Got my keys and everything else ready to go. Okay, out the door we go. We're removing friction, removing obstacles that might stop or slow your momentum. So that's an easy example as far as working out. So for me, what does that look like? Okay, well, you know what? Tomorrow I have this cabbage little slaw that I've been playing around with and doing some like non-fat dressings with it and kind of make my own. And it's really tasty. So I'm gonna make a batch of that. And what I do is I kind of put it on a chicken breast that I kind of get a little bit of like a saute in. And then I have this kind of nice little like fruit medley. So I'm gonna get the slaw ready. The slaw is ready to go. Chicken breast is there. Warm that chicken breast, throw my slaw on, and there's my lunch. Super easy, removing friction. Sometimes friction might not actually be laying things out or having your coffee set up or having what you're gonna have eat already made. Sometimes it's just a plan. Sometimes you're like, this is what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. Easy peasy. Because listen, decision fatigue is one of the things that will slow momentum down. That's why some people wear a lot of black shirts. I know what I'm gonna wear today. I don't have to think about it. Right? So decision fatigue. All these decisions can add up. So clear that out of the way, get the friction out of the way. Because sometimes you're just like, I don't know what I want to eat. I don't care. And it's in that moment, especially if, like me, you're doing a metabolic reset, part of that, I want to lose some weight. I want to not just feel better and have my body physically better, I want to look a little bit better too. Well, if I leave that decision up to the last minute, yikes. Now I open the door for what's quick, what's fast. And usually quick and fast comes at a price. So that's number 2. And the last thing, number 3, is win the next 30. Okay? Don't stress about the day. Sometimes the day can seem overwhelming, or it can just start to like mound up, like, I got this, I got this, I got this. And you get, you start writing all your checklists like this, and just this massive checklist, and like, and it can seem overwhelming or daunting. So win the next 30. I heard, I think he was a general, and he was giving a commencement speech at some university for graduation. And he talked about making your bed. I'm like, whoa, here we go, make your bed, kids. Mom said make your bed. But he had such a good point. He goes, why we stress it in the military, why we do this? He goes, listen, no matter, you make your bed and it starts the day off in a good habit and it builds and it creates momentum, right? Motivation's not there, but you still want to get momentum. What starts it? Make the bed in the morning. Cool. You just won the 30. He goes on, if you haven't caught it, maybe I should link it somewhere. If you haven't caught it, it's really cool because he's like, hey, as bad as a day gets, you're going to come home to a bed that's made. I'm like, yeah. my future self's going to go, hey, thank you, past self, right? So there it is, guys. There's the 3 simple things. Let me just summarize them really again. So first thing, keep it simple, right? Just start with something super easy and simple. Next thing is remove friction, right? For a lot of us, friction is just kind of making a plan of like, what for me, like, what am I going to eat? And then the third thing is win the next 30. No matter what it is, no matter what's going on in your day, win the next 30. I use the bed example, right? But it doesn't have to be the bed example, right? You can just look at that mounting list and go, hey, so for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to tackle this and I'm going to win it. And then momentum will fulfill after that. So there it is, guys. I know there's lots of other things I could have done, like tackle the biggest thing first, right? Or eat the big elephant first. I don't know. I can't remember what that is. Friction. I should plan these out a bit more. There's lots of other things. So if anybody has like 3 other things that are good, or you want to add, throw them in the comments, or just shoot me a message if you know me. Until we either see each other or you hear me again, make it a great day.